Hi, this is Sonia, your over 50 skincare, makeup, hair loving girlfriend. And my live just got cut off. So this is part 2. You're going to want to go look for part 1. Part 1, we just went over 3 tips for over 50 skin. And my very first one was prep your skin, skincare. The skincare I use does not compromise my skin barrier. It gives me a glow. It can help with under eyes, melasma, sunspots, plumping, all the things. If you have questions about that, you can let me know. The second thing was less is best on skincare. Hi guys, I hope you're coming back from my live that just got cut off. The first thing you want to do was you'll tone your skin with bronzer. That was a tip. And we are going to color correct and not conceal on the dark under eyes. Okay, so I was just brightening. We did everything else. I did everything. I don't have any makeup right here or really right here. We did some bronzer. We did some lip and cheek. We did some color correcting and hooded eyes. So all the things. Hello. And we're just getting to the last stage of brightening. And so I just did right here a little bit of brightener to lift lift the outer part of my eyes because we need lift. And then I'm going to put a little bit underneath, make my cheeks pop because my cheeks don't pop really. I've never had full cheeks by any means, but they're way less full than they used to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of that brightening shade there. I'm going to take it a little bit above my brows. And so I have no makeup except bronzer on my forehead. I'm using the least amount of makeup as possible. And the better my skincare has been, the less that I feel like I can wear because my makeup or my skin is looking better and better. And then I'm going to take this and put a little bit of brightening right there. If you were just on my live and you're back, let me know. What's up? Janine is not back. Shoot. All right. So I'm going to stick one right there in the part on my under eye that's caving in. So this is like a tear trough. And I like taking a little bit of a bright shade because bright lifts. Bright lifts, dark recedes. So I'm going to put just a little bit there. Under eyes are very tricky because we have a lot of texture. And if you get too much of a light color on there, hi, yay, you're back. If you get too much of a light color in on your under eyes or makeup in general, it just accents your wrinkles and we don't want that. So we'll just put a little bit here and here. All right. Like so. I am going to contour my nose just a little bit. Sometimes I like doing that. I'm just going to take a little bit of bronzer on my finger. Typically I use contour, but I'm going to take it right here. I'm going to put those lines a little bit close together. And then I'm going to take that brightening shade and just go down the middle. That just slims it. I don't put bright on the end because remember bright brings forward. My nose is a little bit longer. So I'm just not going to put any brightening shade all the way to the end because that'll just make it go a little bit longer. Just a little bit here in the middle of my forehead. Just kind of focuses on the eyes when you do that. I'm going to take, this is just my normal shade. It's not a brightening shade right there. And then I am going to take just a little bit of brightening shade and put right here. I can't put much right here. I got a lot going on. I got sinking in and I have deep here. And if I put too much bright right here, again, it accents it and brings it forward. And so I don't do a lot of brightening up in this area. Okay. Hello, guys. All right. And I'm going to be done. I'm going to put a little bit of a powder on. I'm going to put just a little bit more of my Madrid. I have Madrid and Frenchie on my cheeks. And I am going to powder. I don't always powder, but we're going out tonight and I'm probably going to get a little bit hot. So I'm going to take the vanilla dust and I'm going to press it lightly in. You can use powder as a mature lady. I really feel I like a pressed powder. Loose powders for me tend to be a little bit, what do I want to say? It shows my lines and stuff. So I don't know if this is really finely milled. I don't know if it's the way it's differently milled or what, but I like taking the vanilla dust and using just the least amount as possible. And then I just tap any excess onto your hand if you feel like you have too much on. And then I'll put it in any area that I feel like, oh, maybe I need a little help in longevity or where I sweat or where my face gets oily, anything like that is where I'll put the powder. And then sometimes once I do that, like I kind of put a little bit over my blush, I'll grab the blush and I'll put just a little bit over the top because I like a dewy look on my skin. I feel like mature skin, we really do well with more of a hydrated makeup look, not a matte look. And so nothing too powdery because it just doesn't do us any good. And then I'm going to take a setting spray that is coming out. This is my skincare company has a setting spray that's coming out on Set and Stay makeup spray. You can use it under the makeup, on top of the makeup. Has some skincare goodness in it. Has a really great mister. And I'm going to apply it over top of my makeup. Helps set in the powder. So fine of a mist. It's amazing. And then I'm done. I'm glad you were here. If you want to match to the makeup, first of all, you need to go find part 1. Comment match me, even Kbeauty if you have any questions or you want to know more about the skincare. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.